There's these gurus out here that talk about trying to get like a girlfriend or anything. I want to see how accurate they are with what they're telling people. 4 years ago, how to make any girl like you, the crush switch. Let's check it out.
In the wild, when trying to court a female, the Adelie penguin
Hey, in the wild. Oh, and he started off in the wild.
In the wild, when trying to court a female, the Adelie penguin offers a single pebble
Oh,
to win
okay.
the heart of the girl he likes.
Okay.
If the female accepts, the two penguins will proceed to mate and spend the rest of their lives.
Yo, man, why that penguin look so prettier than the male? Like, why they do it like that? Are they trying to tell us something about how it is in society?
Together. If only it was that easy for humans. Since humans are much more complex creatures, the way that we act when we like someone is much different. But just
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Back then when I was a kid, I don't know how it is now for kids. I was mean to my crush. Like mean. Yeah. Back then in elementary school. And then I remember, like, kids you not, all of that bit me in the ass in middle school. When I was in 6th grade, I had a huge crush. I'm not going to disclose her name. Huge crush on her. She knows who she was. And I'm telling you, she used to bully the hell out of me, guys. Like, she tormented me. Like, I'm talking about, if you would Google, actually, a nerd and go to images, you would see me. Like, I was legit the spitting image of a nerd back then in 6th grade. Like, I'm talking about, like, my pants, I wore them all the way up to like my belly button. Had them high, long Steve Urkel socks. Had glasses back then in the day. Still got glasses, but had the big glasses. And on top of that, I had fucking braces, man. Like, I was a mess in middle school, in 6th grade. And when this girl I dated, one, like, she was popular back then. Like, she was really popular. And when word got out that I had a crush on her, she tormented me for it. Like, I'm talking about, like, she would call me ugly all the time. She would flirt around with me, but like the fake flirt, and it was horrible, horrible. God, why'd I bring up those memories, man? Y'all, why y'all
As
make me
we've
bring that
decoded
up?
the courtship process for the Adelie penguins, we've made huge progress towards figuring out what makes girls attracted to guys and vice versa. What you're about to learn is a
Money. It's sad, but it's true.
fundamental truth that can help you to understand how to make beautiful girls attracted to you. I remember growing up, there was a girl that I had a crush on, and then later, another, and another. The problem was that these girls didn't seem interested in me, but they always seemed the most interested in the guys who showed zero interest in them. At the time, I had a handful of girls who chased me and made it really obvious that they liked me, but like the girls I had...
So what this guy's saying is true. So it's back. It's going. You're going back then towards like the high school and college days, right? Women really liked the bad boys. You know what I mean? They wanted the person that was mysterious. Okay, so if you had a cloud under you and the girl just could not read what you would do next, that would excite them. Right? Compared to somebody that they could read. Like, they didn't want to fucking date the person that was like the good guy that they knew was just safe and everything like that. They wanted a little bit of danger in their life. Because for some strange fucking reason, they just got a high off of that. Right? But now you kind of see that slipping down. Now you're seeing like the older women get, you know, the more really mature they get. as well. Like you see, they're kind of fading from the bad guy, you know, the whole bad boy persona for men and the mysterious person. They want someone that's secure now, right? And what do I mean by this? Can you take care of them, right? Can you beat their shield, right? Do they have to worry about you going out and not being faithful, right? So they don't want to worry. They're not dealing with that shit, you know. So they want someone secure. And if you're not secured, then you're no good to them.
A crush on. I was never really interested in them the same way that they were interested in me. I only wanted the girls who didn't seem to want me. Now the reason why I could never
And I don't understand. This is, oh my God, this is so true. And here's the thing. So I can't speak for women, but for men, that is so true. It's like the thrill, right? The thrill of the chase. And women, they caught on to this shit, right? It's men, we like to chase things, right? And it's like when we get something that is extremely hard to get, we feel good about ourselves. You know what I mean? Where compared to someone that's easy, we don't like that shit. And so you see a lot of men, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like going look wise, they like women that are essentially out of their league. And you want to know why? It's because when if they achieve the goal by getting them, right, that trophy, it's just some type of dopamine goes off in our brains, right? I guess it makes us feel like we're untouchable or whatever, or the sky's the limit for us when we could achieve something that society thinks that's unachievable for us. Like we really feel damn good about it. Which is why I think that's why a lot of men, psychologically, we like women that don't want us. Because it's the fact that we got to chase for it and we get that hope where we could change their mind. And when we get them, then it's all over. You know what I mean? Yeah, but this is 100% true.
never seemed to win these girls over was because I simply didn't understand girls and what makes them attracted to a guy. Many of my guy friends had better luck, but it really was just luck, because they didn't really know what they were doing either. It was only once I understood this fundamental truth that things started to change dramatically for me. It all started with this girl that I met in the gym one day. When I first started working out and going to the gym, it was the one place that I could go to feel truly confident. All of the confidence that I have today in other areas of my life can be traced directly back to the gym and the confidence that I gained while improving myself in that place.
That is true.
When I was in the gym, I could just be myself, relax, and feel comfortable around anyone. After a year or so, I met this beautiful girl there, and without even trying too hard,
Yo, I'm not gonna cap, man. This looks like a cartoon version of my ex-girlfriend. Looks just like her spitting image of her. That's
I could
wild.
make her laugh and feel good most of the time that I was around her. Now, even though she was good looking, I wasn't interested in her because I already had a girlfriend at the time. But what I found was that over time, she started to really chase me. So as you can imagine, it was time to switch gyms and go under.
What's he trying to say? He became a demon? Oh, demon phase activated.
I changed my phone number, my address, and I even stopped wearing my favorite pair of red sneakers. Actually, I'm just kidding. I really just switched to a different gym. After taking some time to think about why this girl started to chase me, I realized that it was because of how I made her feel. Today, we have studies that actually prove that women are naturally more emotional creatures than men. And when you think about it, they kind of
That's
have
true.
to be,
That's very
because they
true.
bring babies into this world. And without a special radar to detect emotions, they would have trouble caring for their own children. Think about this. When a feminine girl sits down to watch TV, she turns on things like Teen Mom or The Bachelor. Some older women watch soap operas. Girls watch these TV shows because they stimulate emotions. When a guy turns on the TV, he watches things like sports, cars, or if he's a little nerdy, he might even watch.
That's not necessarily true. Some guys out there that like soap operas and whatnot. But vast majority, yes, he's correct.
to Discovery Channel. Girls want and crave emotional stimulation, but most importantly, they just want to feel good emotions. Studies even show that the more emotional a situation is, the more likely a girl is to remember. This is why I recommended in earlier videos that if you want a girl to remember her experience with you, do something scary and exciting with her. Some of the most charming guys, the ones who do exceptionally well around any girl in almost any situation, are the guys who know how to make girls feel good emotionally. Unfortunately, it isn't always easy to do this. In fact, most girls are extremely sensitive, and something as simple as the wrong combination of words can set off a storm of emotions. And whenever possible, you do not want to be on the receiving end of that storm if you don't have to.
This is very true. So I'm gonna tell you a story. There was this one girl I was talking to in college, right? And her sister was deaf, right? And I remember, I was hanging out with her. We were over at her house, just chilling, watching a movie, and I forgot exactly what we were watching, but there were subtitles. And I said, and I just made a dumb comment on it where it had no true substance to it. I was just literally talking out of my ass. And I said, "Why you got subtitles on? Are you deaf?" I'm telling you, she went ape shit when I said that. That little comment, just something inside of her just like ticked off. Like it was a ticking time bomb that just exploded right when I said that. Because when I said that, I wasn't even a sly comment. It was just me just saying something stupid. I didn't mean anything of it. But to her, it brought back, it brought the memories of her sister, and she just lashed back, right, cussing me out, talking about it's because her sister's deaf and everything like that. Yeah, I feel like a dick. Of course, I feel like a dick saying it. But back to what he was saying. That is very true, right? That is very true about the emotions of women.
Now, the easiest way to stimulate a girl's emotions the right way is to simply be positive.
Obviously, obviously wasn't the right way for me. Yeah, I know.
To do this effectively, though, you need to be comfortable around them. So if you still have trouble with this,
and so right here, this man made another good point. I do agree with him about being positive and making her laugh and stuff like that. I kid you not, guys. If you really look at couples, you're going to see, and let's just rip the Band-Aid off, right? And we're going to just be blunt for a second. You see a lot of pretty women date fat fucks. Right? Yeah, I said it. And you want to know why? Because it's those motherfuckers that know how to make them women laugh. Why the fuck does a good-looking guy need to make a woman laugh? He looks good. He doesn't need anything else. He's just naturally good looking. But when you're an unattractive fat fuck, then you gotta work towards it. You gotta develop a different skill, which is why I guarantee there's a reason, guys. A lot of people who are overly obese are funny people, right? Because they have to develop something else. Right, because their looks aren't going to get it done. Right? Yeah, I kid you not. The funniest people I know are fat.
to work on that first. It is always best to play to your strengths and find somewhere where you feel most comfortable when talking to girls. So the fundamental truth that I learned about attraction while at the gym is that girls respond most to how you make them feel. And the more positive emotions you can make them feel while around you, the more they'll associate those positive feelings with you, and the more attracted to you they will become. In a perfect world, it'd be great if attracting a beautiful girl was as simple and straightforward as offering her a pebble like the penguin. But for humans, it just doesn't work like that. And with that said, until next time, thanks for watching.